Last season, Torquay United finished third, and we saw the spectacular and the exciting. This campaign, though, what we've witnessed is agony and frustration. Kidderminster, led by Mark Yates, made a slow start to this campaign, but they've taken 7 points from the last 9, including a win over big spending Rushden. Paul Buckle arrives here tonight with just 1 point from the last 12, desperate to experience that winning feeling again. But confidence is high inside the Kidderminster dressing room. They've already beaten one of the promotion favourites. Can they do that again tonight? A warm welcome then. It's our first visit of the season to Agborough. Our live offering tonight is a big night for Torquay United as they take on Kidderminster Harriers here in Worcestershire. A very good evening then. Such is the unpredictability of the Blue Square Premier. 6 games in the bottom half of the table, we see the pre-promotion favourites: Rushden, Stevenage, Oxford, and of course Torquay United. And as far as Paul Buckle's men are concerned, from the opening 6 games, they have just 5 points and 5 goals to show for their efforts. They badly need a win once again tonight. A man who knows what it's like to get success at Torquay United, Leroy Rossignol, who led them to League One, is once again with us tonight. Very good evening to you. Great to see you.
Evening, Steve.
Now, in your tenure in League One, you want to win 9 games without a win as a Torquay United manager, so you know what Paul Buckle's going through. How do you change a run like that?
Yeah, well, thanks for reminding me, Steve, as well. But I think we managed to scrape a win against MK Dons at home. And then we managed to win the next 4 games, you know, so it's easily done. I think we had a decision go forward. So I think it was might have been a marginally offside goal, and it went for us that day. And then all of a sudden you win 5 games on the trot. Paul will be looking for something like that to turn this season around for Torquay United. But the important thing is he's consistent and he believes in his players.
Quick reminder exactly where Torquay United are. It doesn't make good reading. As I say, they finished 3rd last season, remember, playoff losers in the semi-finals. There they are, 18th position. It is early days, though. Tonight's opposition, Kidderminster, have 3 more points. Is that should that be disconcerting, or is it far too early to be getting worried?
You shouldn't really be looking at the league table till after 10 games. You know, that is a realistic view of what's going on. And I think Paul will be saying that to the players. Look, we've had a slow start. You know, we've got plenty of time to get our form. If we get a run of results, which we're capable of because we've done it many times before, we just need that first win.
Will it be slightly easier for them away from home tonight, Leroy? Because when you were with us last time, you could feel that just a little bit of nervousness from the home crowd at Plainmoor.
Absolutely, the crowd are waiting for something to give them a lift instead of lifting the players at Plainmoor. But now away from home, there's less supporters there. The players will feel that they can go and play their football more away from home. So you're right in saying that, yes, it is easier in the sense to go and get a result. OK, well, let's hear from a couple of their key players again tonight. Earlier on when they arrived, they hopped up the bus and Rebecca hopped on.
Thanks, Steve. Well, yeah, last week I spoke to Chris Hargreaves and Lee Mansell after their match against York, and the mood wasn't too upbeat after that one, after they conceded yet another late goal. Chris, since that game last week, what have you done in training to try and alleviate this problem?
Well, we've done a lot. It wasn't that bad, was it? It was disappointing, but the performance was pretty good. We just worked hard, and I think that, fingers crossed, some of the stuff that we've done in the week will show tonight. It's not a major panic, but it was disappointing, yeah.
Lee, in terms of, there's a lot of new faces that have come into Torquay this summer, of course. Logically, that should, I suppose, get everybody fighting for their place, but has it taken a bit of time for everyone to gel?
I mean, it takes time for people to settle in. I mean, there's massive competition for places, and, well, it's just a case of we've got to try and start getting results now, and the team that goes out, they've got to try and do that.
Chris, in some ways, with Oxford and Stevenage down there as well, the pressure's spread out a little bit.
No, it is. Everyone's struggling, and a lot of teams have spent more money than us, and they're feeling it as well. So it is an open league. I mean, everyone's been saying that, and I think it's true. We're just hoping that we get on the run and we're the ones to take it by the scruff of the neck. And I'm sure there's lots of other clubs thinking that, but we've got a lot of firepower in the team, the squad, and a lot of belief. We've been written off, no doubt, but that's football, isn't it? We're hoping that things turn around.
Lee, Kidderminster tonight, they've just come off a win against Rushden Diamonds, but how desperate is Torquay for the win tonight?
I mean, yeah, we need 3 points. There's no shadow of doubt about that, and we've got to start putting results together if we want to get promoted. I mean, it's a big game for us tonight, and as they all are. So we'll take each game as it comes, and hopefully tonight we can get 3 points.
OK, we will see. Gentlemen, thank you very much indeed for letting me jump on the coach. Let's hear now from their manager, a man who desperately wants Torquay to get back to winning ways. Paul Buckle is with Steve.
Well, I've just popped over to the other side of the ground, inside the away dugout with the Torquay United manager, Paul Buckle. I thought you're going to be sitting quite as coolly throughout the evening as you are at the moment.
No, I very rarely sit down. Quite animated at times, you know. That's who I am, and we're looking forward to the game.
1 point from 12. Be honest with me. How are you feeling?
Yeah, cheers for that. It's a good start. I feel great because, you know, the last 2 performances have been good. We feel that we deserved a lot more. We haven't got that. We need to move on, and, you know, no better place than tonight.
7 days since your last game. Is this a time as a manager where you find out a bit more about yourself, perhaps more than anything else?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have to stay in check with yourself all the time. Never get above my station, that's for sure. Even when we were winning games, I didn't, and it's no different now. So I try and remain consistent with the players, with things that I say, and you know, I trust the players 100%.
Do you put it into perspective? Because across Devon last season, Exeter ended up getting promoted. You don't need reminding of that. But in their first 13 games, they only won 4 of them, and there were people calling for Paul Tisdale's head. Yeah,
I think you can look at it that way. You know, you can look at what happened last season. We never had any guarantees when we started so well, as we found out. And but we had a successful season. There's no doubt about that. This year's been different. But we're not the only ones. The league reads a lot differently to what people expected and what a lot of people thought. So, you know, we have to concentrate on ourselves. That's what we've been doing of late. I feel the last 2 games have got back near where we need to be, and the players are training well. And you know, we get put to the test tonight by a good side.
Enjoy the night in this dugout. We wish you well.
Cheers, Steve.
Thanks, Steve. Well, Leroy has been having a look at perhaps a few examples as to why Torquay have been struggling so far this season. Leroy, what have you come up with?
Well, one of the reasons why is last season had a lot of success through pinning teams in their own half. You see the ball comes back to Nicholson there, and Sills and Roscoe Desane are playing up front. And you see Sills chases down the ball, and Roscoe Desane is a spectator there just watching the ball. Ball goes down the other side, and Roscoe Desane chases after it. Again, Sills is a spectator, and York find it easy to clear. But now this man, Chris Hargreaves, is in midfield. I think they'll get a lot more success in terms of pinning teams in. See him here, he reads where that ball's going to go, wins that header, and then he's there to play a fantastic ball out wide to Wayne Carlisle. And this is where Torquay's goal came from. And because of that, they can get people in the box. The ball drops to Danny Stevens, who's Johnny on the spot, and he sticks it in the back of the net. Now, they need to get back to that way of playing, maybe not through the front 2, but maybe through Chris Hargreaves, who will now get forward and support.
We'll see if he has an impact this evening. We'll be hearing from Leroy all evening, of course, but now it's your chance to vote for Goal of the Month for August. Well, you join me now here in the tunnel with 2 men who are a little bit down. 2 Kidderminster players are in the starting lineup tonight, Andy Farrell and Martin Britton, because King Kev's gone, and both of them are massive Newcastle fans. Andy, what are your thoughts?
Devastated, absolutely devastated. As a Geordie and as a family full of Geordies, not all my mates are Newcastle fans. Unless you're from the area, you don't really know what it's about, to be fair. And he's, as far as I'm concerned, he's the only man who could do the job for Newcastle.
Martin, you played for Newcastle, I think 8 times, I'm right in saying. How much do they love him there?
Oh, the fans love him, obviously. He's a legend up there. There's been turmoil all week. No one's knowing what's going on, and I think every Newcastle fan will be absolutely gutted tonight.
And Andy, if you score tonight, I hear you've got a bit of a surprise for Kevin.
I've got a little one, yeah, but I only scored 1 in about 53 games, so it's not very
You've got to do it tonight for him.
I'll try. Okay. Tell him to come back, that's good enough for me.
Oh, OK, chaps, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much, cheers.
Great sentiments from those 2. It's not a particularly happy ship at Torquay United at the moment. They would dearly love a victory of some sort tonight to cheer up their supporters. Kidderminster last time out beat one of the favourites, Rushden and Diamonds, so confidence is high amongst those supporters as well. Well, this match is about to be encrypted. To continue watching, you can subscribe right now for £12.99 a month, no annual contract required. The fastest and easiest way to subscribe is at setanta.com, or you can press the red button on your remote control, or you can call us. The number is 08712 003322 or 0818 203040 from the Republic of Ireland. Big night ahead then. Kidderminster have beaten Rushden. Can they beat Torquay as well? A huge night for everyone in Devon. You will see it live next. Well, we've been with Kidderminster all the way as they build up tonight to take on Torquay United. 7 points from the last 9. Confidence is high inside that Kidderminster Harriers dressing room. They know what it takes to beat one of the promotion favourites, and the final few words and instructions being ushered right now. They're about to come out. There's live football again tomorrow night for you, and we're at Wembley for a big night for the England under-21s as they look to the European Championship playoffs. They entertain Portugal. Peter Taylor and Matt Taylor are our guests. You can join us from Wembley live at 7 o'clock on 1. And then straight after us, it's the Friday football show with the very best preview to all the weekend's action. James Richardson at 10 o'clock on Setanta Sports 1. Paul Parker alongside me again for this one tonight. Well, we've seen some crazy results this week in the Blue Square Premier, and we've just seen Kevin Keegan resign as Newcastle United manager. Manchester City break the British transfer record. What on earth is going to happen tonight, Parks?
Well, hopefully we'll get a good game of football, but we're in the real world at the moment, Steve. We're in real football. People are going to see that this evening, and I think they'll see a proper game of football.
No sign of anyone from Abu Dhabi entering Agbra tonight, but that doesn't mean that this isn't a huge game for these two, particularly Torquay United in yellow tonight, one of the championship favourites before a ball was kicked. It hasn't quite worked out for them so far, just 5 points from 18. They'd do anything for 3 points to kickstart their season this evening. But they have to beat a Kidderminster side who, as you mentioned, have taken 7 points from the last 9. Their last, a 2-1 victory over big spending Rushden and Diamonds. And not surprisingly, it's an unchanged team from that game tonight for their manager, Mark Yates.
Today we'll be playing 4-4-2, Adam Bartlett in goal, Keith Lowe at right back, Luke Jones, Mark Crichton, 2 centre-backs, Lee Baker on the left back. From the right, Martin Britton. On the right, Russ Penn, Andy Farrell, central midfield, with Brian Schmeichel wide on the left, and up front, Justin Richards and Matthew Barnes-Armour. We'll be looking to particularly get Justin and Matthew involved in the game, and our wide players. Justin and Matthew are causing teams all sorts of problems at the moment. Justin's been fantastic for us. Britt puts in fantastic crosses, and hopefully we can get him involved as much as we can. With Russ Penn sort of bombing on in here, really in between the strikers, and he'll be really getting on with Fez being more of a defensive midfield player.
Well, Torquay United need a victory. They were denied one late on last time out against York City. One change from that game at Playmore tonight. Mustafa Carriol hasn't been well, so he is only on the bench. Kevin Nicholson returns to the back 4 for Paul Buckle.
4-4-2 tonight. Michael Polk in goal, Mark Ellis, Chris Woods, Kevin Nicholson and Chris Robertson. Wide right Wayne Carlisle. On the left, Lee Hodges. In the middle, Lee Mansell, Chris Hargreaves. Up front, we've got Tim Seals, Roscoe Desane. In possession, looking to get the ball wide, look to get plenty of width. When Kidderminster get the ball, these two need to be disciplined and watch the runs of Penn.
Paul Buckle concerned about Russ Penn. It was his 2 goals that beat Rushden last time out. He's the latest player in the Blue Square Premier to attract interest from the Football League. Walsall, the team that are showing interest in the 22-year-old England C International. Torquay need a win, they need goals. Once again, they will look to last year's top scorer, who hasn't scored from open play yet this season, but Tim Sills did score here a year ago in a 5-2 Torquay United win. But it will be Kidderminster, buoyed by their recent results in the red and white to get us underway. Rob Lewis from Shropshire, he's made the short journey, is our referee tonight, just chatting away with Andy Farrell and Matthew Barnes-Homer. Kidderminster, who just 8 years ago were winning this league when Torquay United were in the Football League, get us underway. And as I say, 12 months ago we had 7 goals in this fixture. The goals have been something that Torquay have struggled with so far this season. Remember, they were the joint leading goal scorers in the Blue Square Premier last season with 83 goals. Paul Buckle is of the opinion that once they get up and running, it will kickstart their season. The point that Leroy Rossini was making earlier on when he was in charge at Torquay, 9 games without a win. They got a 1-0 scrappy win against MK Dons and then won their next 4.
Yeah, that's exactly what he needs, but Leroy as well picked out exactly what the difference is of Torquay now compared to last season, and it is the fact that the ball is getting forward. They're not squeezing up quick enough as what they did last season to pin sides in and to pick up the pieces and then make opportunities. That's what they've got to start doing again, Torquay.
As you heard Paul Buckle say there in our tactical analysis, they are concerned about the runs from deep from midfield of Russell Penn of Kidderminster. That came off Kevin Nicholson, recall to the Torquay United back 4 tonight. It means that Lee Hodges moves forward onto the left-hand side of midfield. Farrell's throw in from Britton, and a corner, the first one of the game, inside 90 seconds to Kidderminster.
Well, we're going to see a lot of that this evening. Martin Britton, people have been talking about his quality on the ball, his crossing from general play and from dead ball situation. It's top quality at this level of football.
Baker and the captain Crichton are forward, but it went short to Russell Penn instead, who put in a decent ball there. There was no Kidderminster player to try and profit.
Well, I don't know if they knew about that when it started off looking like it was something in the training ground, but I think the players forgot for someone to actually bend off and be attacking the ball at the far post. Quality ball back to the player oncoming, and it was a good ball into the box as well.
Michael Pope, the on-loan goalkeeper from Southampton, with the goal kick. Schmeichel's header back. Here goes Richards. High in confidence at the moment. There's no doubt that he was going to go for goal there. Justin Richards with 4 goals in his first 6 games.
Well, that's typical Justin Richards. He will chase everything down, he will work hard. I just think confidence must be a touch, a little bit too high. He was never going to get a shot on target. The path to goal was blocked, and he puts out for a throw-in.
Only 7 goals last season, ended the campaign on loan at Oxford. Looked as though his Kidderminster career might have been coming to an end. That was until Isden Christie moved to Stevenage. And talking to Mark Yates earlier on, Justin Richards really has stepped up and taken on that mantle.
That's what it's about. It's about competition.
Here's the effort from Carlisle.
He's gotten there just by a mistake more than anything. That's what you need sometimes, that little bit of luck when you're away from home. It's that little bit of a slip there, misjudged there by the fullback. And he just didn't really get hold of it, Wayne Carlisle. I think he was looking to get it over the top of the keeper, I should say, but in the end it caused a problem for the keeper, but it just wasn't close enough.
Has scored in his Torquay career. That was in the victory, the single victory over Woking. Scored 5 goals last season for Exeter. 3 of them came against Torquay United. Here he is again on the ball, the man from Northern Ireland. Wanted the 1-2 with Tim Sills, but it was a strong challenge by Mark Crichton.
Yeah, that's what he's looking to do all the time, Wayne Carlisle. I'd like to see him do it more. Definitely take Torquay on further. They can definitely get him in behind and definitely get him into the game more. That's what they need to do to really push on.
It was a foul that time by Crichton on Tim Sills. So Torquay United a free kick just outside the penalty area here. Carlisle is going to take it. Robertson, the right back, is forward. Hargreaves has made his way in as well, the captain. They dearly love an early goal in this one. Useful ball all the way through. No touch And it's a goal kick.
Yeah, that was more than useful, that ball. That just said, somebody come and attack me, come and take me. But not one Torquay player had the desire, actually showed any anticipation to try and get in behind that Kidderminster defence. It was there, sitting in between the goalkeeper and the 6-yard box. Good ball in, that was, by Wayne Carlisle.
Well, let's get your early odds for the game. Blue Squares, Alan Algers with Max.
Thanks, Steve. Alan, with Torquay in such poor form, what are the odds looking like tonight?
Yeah, Torquay really struggling at the moment. 2 goals in their last 4 matches, without a win since August the 12th. They're the outsiders tonight at 17-10. Kidderminster are the favourites at 7-5. The draw is 12-5.
Thank you.
Just the 11th time that these two sides have met in the league. Pretty even over the years. 4 wins for Kidderminster, 3 for Torquay and 3 drawn. Mark Yates, who was twice a player here at Kidderminster, over 250 games. Appointed in January 2006. He's already led Kidderminster to Wembley, of course, in the FA Trophy final when they lost out to Stevenage. But when he played for Kidderminster, he played for them in the Football League. Nice movement again by Russell Penn. Barnes Homer. Lee Baker, the left back, is in a forward position here. And it needed Robertson to come across and concede the corner.
Well, they're certainly going for Kidderminster, the way they've pushed on. Seen Lee Baker pushing on as well. Schmeichel there as well. It just tells you that they are pushing on. A lot of confidence in this Kidderminster side. A few good results. They want to take it further by getting a good home win behind them as well.
Mark Yates saying to me earlier on that the belief they've gained from beating big spending Rushton has really helped. That was a wicked ball as well, which Torquay did well to defend.
Yeah, it was down to Tim Seals. He was right in front of Pope there, and he's done his job.
Good header by Crichton. Then back from Mansell. Again, silky skills of Russell Penn. Such an important player in this Kidderminster team. Alongside Andy Farrell in the centre of midfield. Ellis with the header for Torquay. Ball by Keith Lowe. Both fullbacks have been recent acquisitions by Mark Yates. Important areas for Kidderminster to strengthen. Crichton is so strong in the air. Ellis then beat Richards to it. Finally, it's on the floor with Tim Seals for Torquay. And now Robertson. A bit of space here for Wayne Carlisle. Only really Desane in front of him at the moment. Still Carlisle onto his left foot. And on target, comfortable for Bartlett.
In the end, Lee Baker just got across in front of him, but that's what everyone wants to see. Wayne Carlisle just get onto the ball, attacked his man. Been different of late recently, we've seen him play, but we've just seen a little bit more positive from him there. Just Crichton, just got deflected off of Crichton, but that's better from Torquay.
Hodges. Now Penn. Looking for Barnes Homer. He got there ahead of Woods. In from Lowe. Away by Ellis.
It's just that little bit there. Tim Seals had a lot more time than what he thought. He could have just had a touch. Desane had 3 players around him. They need to be a little bit better when they get possession, Torquay. Otherwise, they've started quite bright. They're definitely competing better than what they have done of late.
Here's Britton. Very good delivery of the ball. Put under pressure by Nicholson on that occasion. Hodges trying to switch play towards Carlisle. Lee Baker's header for Kidderminster in the left-back position. Hargreaves with the foul, much to his frustration.
And much with a little bit of luck as well from Keith Lowe. Weren't the greatest of ball. He gave it to Russell Penn. A little bit of a blue light on that ball as well. Russell Penn didn't have an idea what was around him. Tried to turn. I think it was a good, strong challenge there it was by Lee Mansell. A bit unlucky.
Crichton's free kick. Richards with the flick. Harmlessly into the arms of Michael Pogue in the Torquay goal. Former Torquay manager Leroy Rossignol is our special guest tonight. Let's see what he thinks of the first 10.5 minutes. Leroy, what are your early thoughts? We'll come back to Leroy in a second because Kidderminster on the attack here. Cleared in the end by Robertson. Well, I think now we can link up again with Leroy Rossignol. Leroy, what are your early thoughts?
Well, it's a good game. It's an open game. Kidderminster try and play through midfield through Russell Penn. And it's just sticky out there, so they're finding that difficult. But it's been 4 good deliveries from set pieces. The first one from Kidderminster, Mark Yates, was absolutely spitting feathers because somebody should have been on the far post. So there should have been chances on goal. There haven't been, but I expect there to be because the deliveries have been absolutely fantastic.
Thanks, Leroy. Yeah, set pieces could well be the key tonight.
Could be, and it's been a major strength. It definitely was for Torquay last season. They need to start getting back to it. As Leroy mentioned, that was a quality one that went into the box earlier. Second ball in, and it was right to the far post, and not a Kidderminster player in sight.
Forward by Jones, just over the head of Richards. Mansell fouled. Quickly taken by Torquay. Carlisle seen a lot of the ball in the opening 12 minutes. There's been an awful lot of rain in the Worcestershire area today. Some very, very heavy showers, and you can see the surface water still on the pitch down there.
It's on its near side and definitely on the far side, as we saw earlier. And it's be interesting how long it's going to be tough for the players out there. It's going to be very, very heavy on their legs.
Now, Russell Penn looks as though he's got a cut. The referee wants that seen to. Before play can continue, Russell Penn's going to have to go and get that patched up. That's a deep one, underneath the eye. So Kidderminster temporarily down to 10. As Robertson takes the throw for Torquay, looking for the save. Beaten to it by Foster. This time from Robertson. Sills looking for the touch. Away by Luke Jones.
I don't think Luke Jones knew a lot about it. Just dropped at his feet, and fortunately for him, it went away from goal.
Hargreaves in first.
That's why he's so important in the centre of midfield. Chris Hargreaves, not only just getting forward, it's that little bit he does in the back, in front of the back two really wins things in front of him.
Played together for a season in the centre of the Oxford midfield, Lee Mansell and Chris Hargreaves as well. Wasn't enough to keep them in the Football League. Well, for those who don't like those kind of programmes at home, I suggest you turn away as we look at the stitches going into, or should I say staples going into Russell Penn there.
The thing about it, since the incident just happened, he won't actually feel it going into his skin at the moment in time. He'll definitely feel it later.
Squirmish individuals amongst you. Hopefully back with us for the football. That was towards Sills, and then it was a flashed effort from Mark Ellis.
That's where he wanted the Tim Sills to be sitting rather than a Mark Ellis. Just slashed at the ball. Didn't go for any direction, was just got the power behind it. Just needed really to be guided, and that's where you want your real finisher in an area like that, just to side foot it, just to kind of guide the ball into the area.
Mark Ellis, last goal for Torquay was against Kidderminster last season at Plainmoor. He got the winner. He did double over Kidderminster last season. That was a foul on Ellis on that occasion by Richards.
It's been an impressive start by Torquay. They've been competing in midfield, definitely been better up front as well, getting more players forward. Wayne Carlisle's definitely into the game early. That's been important for Torquay.
Carlisle's header to Mansell. Slipped as he played that board forward, looking for Sills. Won back by the energetic Carlisle. Farrell has been penalised there.
Tenacious character is Farrell. Good to see it coming. He's definitely lifted both his feet off the floor, and it's not a good challenge at all. I have to say it, and I hate saying it. We have seen people sent off for situations like that. Yes, he definitely deserves a yellow card at least. It's very, very fortunate the actual player got up straight away.
No card given.
Oh, that has surprised me. I honestly thought he would have definitely got a yellow card. Looked like early on he was going to get one.
Carlisle's delivery. Brighton wins it at the back post. Giant of a figure, the Kidderminster captain, 6'4". Neat play again from Hargreaves. Not playing like a side with only one win all season and 1 point from the last 12 at the moment, the visitors.
Could it be about their away from home, Steve?
Here come Kidderminster on the break. Matthew Barnes-Homer. Wasn't going to reach Britain. Groans from the home fans. Robertson. Carlisle. Desane came at him quickly. Oh, and he didn't have the second touch that was required.
Just an early ball into the box, and his first touch wasn't that bad. Got onto his right side, his stronger side. He just needed, I think, a more confident player to just hit that on the second touch. There's his first touch, and it just needed that next touch. It never happened for him. I think he got caught in two minds. Should I have that second, or should I have a shot? Tried to take the second. Touch wasn't good enough. That's why it's a goal kick.
Won by Woods, then by Hargreaves. Hussein is offside. Well, earlier on we showed you that injury to Russell Penn. Let's get a word with the Kidderminster team doctor. Now with Rebecca.
Thanks, Steve. I'm with Dr. Phil Earl. Dr. Phil, what exactly did you do there? It looked like you stapled his eye.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. Russ has got a small laceration just below his left eyebrow, and the quickest way of getting him back on the pitch was just to put a skin staple in the wound, because it's the quickest way of getting him back in the action.
Will that last throughout the rest of the game?
It should do, yes. I mean, I'll review it at half-time, but hopefully that will be his definitive treatment, and we can take that out in about 5 days' time.
Thank you, Doctor.
Good Lord. Medical bulletins as well for those. I'm feeling a little faint after that. If my father's watching, he's probably passed out with all that information. Parks isn't looking too peaky either alongside me, I have to say. As we continue in what is officially a Worcestershire monsoon, I think, here at Agra. We had surface water before this game started, and the heavens have absolutely opened here at Agra. This continues in this vein. Put a seed of doubt in the referee's mind, who knows?
Well, I mean, there was a doubt early on when we was here, Stephen. The rain stops, and the rain actually stops, and so it made a point of saying, well, I think we've got away with it, but with this happening, as we've seen the wet patches already, but we're looking at as well, Desane has gone, and this time he has been offside a few times of late, but he's definitely onside there. I think Mark Crichton played him on.
Just look at that. That gives you an idea of the conditions here at the moment. Might not have had a goal, we've had obscure weather conditions and deep-rooted staples in somebody's eye. It all happens in the Blue Square Premier, you see.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, centre-half's got to be in their guard with their back passes. Can't allow the ball to bounce. Anything that goes in behind them, they have to chase it, because every chance he could stop still.
Here's Mansell. Hodges. In for Sills. Now Hargreaves. Worth a shot in these conditions. Unfortunately there, he completely miscued.
Yeah, someone should have turned around and told Chris Hargreaves it was worth a shot. It's definitely on his weaker side. He loved it to have been on his left foot. I'll tell you what, in conditions like that, he's done well to actually see the ball, Steve.
Well, let's find out what the Kidderminster manager is thinking 20 minutes in. Mark Yates is with Rebecca.
Mark, these conditions are going to be unbelievable for the players, aren't they?
Yeah, it's not nice. The pitch won't take a lot more, Rebecca. A persistent rain all day. But we haven't started. We've not got out of the traps yet, and we've just been waiting for things to happen. And at the minute, all we're waiting for is to go one down, and we've got to improve. We haven't done what we set out to do. And
will these conditions make that harder now?
I'm sure they will, but we've just got to roll our sleeves up and do it. You know, the conditions weren't bad to start with, and weren't too bad to start with, and we just haven't got going. And it's just been too easy for them just to feel their way into the game. And at the minute, we've got to improve.
Thanks, Mark.
Long ball forward, looking for Matthew Barnes-Homer. In from Britain. Harsh words there from the Kidderminster manager.
Well, they certainly were, but got to give a lot of credit to Torquay. They've definitely come in with a game plan, and they're doing it really well. There's definitely one happy manager.
It's a shot from Barnes-Homer, and it's a corner to Kidderminster. Still not quite as harsh as that description of Russell Penn's staples. A bit concerned about you, all right, after that?
Oh, I'm fine. Am I looking a bit pale?
Kidderminster corner then. Only Roscoe Desane left out of the penalty area to defend this for Torquay. They do it well. Ellis with the jump. Desane. Carlisle on ahead of him. Almost got there.
Oh, just didn't have the legs. It was a great run. It was by Wayne Carlisle. Took the gamble to follow Desane. Just unlucky, just the strength of pass. Just couldn't get him behind the Kidderminster defence.
Barnes-Homer, early ball, it's behind Richards, and that'll go all the way through to Carlisle. Strong challenge on Sills. Mansell trying to find Desane. Low to Britton. Don't forget, after tonight, the domestic football is on pause for a while, and the place to be for international World Cup qualifiers is Setanta Sports. Triple header on Saturday. Scotland kick us off in Macedonia from 1. Then it's a turn of Northern Ireland. They are in Slovakia. You can see that game live from 4, and that, of course, is a prelude to Andorra against England. Fabio Capello's first competitive game in charge. 6:30 on 1 on Saturday. Too strong for Schmeichel.
It was, even if it had hit the floor before it gone over the white line, it was going to do